That's when I was working with Kobe, I would have to remind him our word was extension, because Kobe shot so many balls, not just shooting them, but thinking about shooting them, that he was always on to the next one. And I'm like, no, bro, stay there with that one. Because when you did that, stay there till you see that shit go in. And then we off. And you go steal it and come back and do it again. You know what I'm saying? And again and again. Yeah. And that was the part that I loved with, working with him, was that his mental focus and his preparation before I go out there. I want to make sure that I have all the bases covered possible before I strap them on. And then when I strap them on, I'm going to have that connected with that. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly.
I got to steal that when
Rest
I'm
in peace,
talking
Bean.
to my daughter's team.
About what?
Just make all them shots one shot.
Yes. Yeah. And that's the hardest part.
We're gonna touch on this a little later, but you told me something that I thought was crazy, super fascinating. What's the difference? You play with M and you coach with Phil and work with Kobe. What's the difference between those two, in your opinion?
Right hand.
Why?
Because with Kobe would be going to the line to shoot 2. MJ was going to shoot and 1.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
So a lot of them knocks that Kobe had to shoot with 2 hands, when that knock would happen, MJ put that bad boy over here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's the difference.
Kobe my nigga, bro. Kobe my dog.
Okay, I didn't hear that.
That to me is the only difference is that gripper. Yeah. And that gripper. Because I'm telling you, I done seen this brother make, like he going to do a crossover, and you, come on, man.
Yeah, that's a mitt right there, bro.
Come on. Only man, I'm telling you, him and Dr. J, them hands, come on, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's certain, and that's the way you say, like, the creator knows who should have what.
Exactly. You can't question him.
You know what I'm saying? This is what you're gonna need to do what you got in your mind that you're gonna do. And there it is. Go for it. And then you have Kobe, MJ, that injured Westbrook. You feel me?
Got it.
When you look at people like Ja Morant, who have that, when you be like, that's a different engine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can work, like I'm telling you, I was with MJ.
The motor is ongoing. It never stops.
Never lost a suicide. Never.
Never?
Never.
Jeez, never. That is crazy.
No.
Look at Jay. That's hard to believe, huh? Because some days you nigga walking down, I don't feel like running.
And we would ask Phil how many we got after practice, and he would ask us how many we want, because he knew we was trying to get him. It would be. So you try to wear him down. It would be like this. All right, me and BJ, we gonna go out hard on him.
Oh, y'all would team up on him. Please.
Soon as the whistle blow, he damn near coming back at us.
That's different.
You feel me?
Yeah.
On the real. And this ain't no job. And I'm running. I feel like I could run all day.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I quick hands, some speed.
Yeah.
But man, it wasn't even fair. On the real. And I done seen, check this out. Kobe rehabbing. And we in
said Michael Jordan never lost a suicide. What?
Anaheim, getting ready to play a preseason game, right? So going through our workout before the other team comes out. And then the other team get ready to come out. He's like, watch this, Hodge. I'm like, what? He's like, watch this. He get on the sideline and start running like he Usain Bolt up and down the sideline. Where the other team coming out to shoot, they can't even look. They looking at him. Because he running, like he eating the lines. You know what I'm saying? And that's the temperament that these young cats can talk about.
Different.
And you're crazy. So when we got with the Lakers, we go to Hawaii for our first training camp. We on the plane. He tapped me on the shoulder. Man, when we get in, I want to have lunch with you. Okay. Get in, go downstairs, we have lunch. It was all about, man, how did MJ make people better? What was he like? And then I had never seen him practice. Saw him practice, it was like watching Michael.
Whoa.
The first and everything.
Gassed me.
Whoa.
Sun practice, it was like watching Michael.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's
crazy.
The first and everything.
Gassed me. And mannerisms.
Everything.
I'm like, and then understanding how much he watched him growing up, but to be able to.
See that shit.
Bro, Dallas just came, and if you watch hockey, Dallas just came back down 0-2 and won 4-2 against Colorado.
To see it, put it in practice, and then go do it. He would call me and say, Hodge, we need some work in the morning. Okay, we get there 6:30, and he working on 4 spots that he gonna get 30 from that night. And he ain't taking no shots.
Where are they at?
Box, elbow, wing.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I'm talking about precision. And I'm pissed because it's 35, 40 minutes of nothing but D for me.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and I'm knowing him. He want a different look every single time.
Yeah.
That's being.
And I'm gonna give him that.
Yeah.
Just from a competitive end. And
Yeah.
and that, you know, like I said, like you talk about how much of a blessing it was to play with MJ. I got an MJ almost every day in practice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I loved it because for me it was like, when I know he gonna post, I'm gonna just front. Y'all better help me. You feel me? And then when he shoot, I'm gone.
Yeah.
And now he got to try to cross match to get back, and I'm
Yeah.
shooting this thing.
Yeah.
You know, to play with him and then to watch Kobe and to see Kobe say, all right, man, I'm gonna do these 2 footworks from here, and I'm gonna get 14. I'm gonna do these over here, and I'm gonna get at least 20 into the line for 4 more. And we go back. And it be them spots.
That's
Be them
crazy.
spots because he done looked and said, okay, this team got this type of D they gonna throw at me. This team got this big down here, so I ain't gonna be going down there and he too small with me.
Did you go to keep your training? Did you go with us to Spain?
No.
You weren't there.
No.
So we was on the flight to Spain. I told this story before, but I just want to add on to what you're thinking when you talk about the way he looks at defense. So this is when everybody was asleep. He was on the big, huge plane with the families there and everything. And he has his headphones on, and I think he's over there rapping. So I'm gonna go talk shit to him. I get up and there's like 30 different courts, and he's drawing where the defense is going to be. He's like, I don't look at the guy guarding me. I don't look at the help. I look at the third guy.
Yes.
This is where you guys are going to be open at. So he has some shit where LO is going to be open. Me, Steve Blake, Fish, Ron.
Steve
Like,
Blake.
this nigga's a sicko.
Because it's going to take 3 to stop him.
A sicko.
And-
but then you talk about his kill spots
Yes.
on top of that, and
Yes.
I know how the defensive plays. Like when he's like, MB, this is where you're gonna be open. This mean I'm not even worried about this guy. I'm looking at this, and I'm just like, oh, this dude is not.
And
I
then
probably was a guy he wasn't worried about.
and Tex Winter, yeah.
Is not.
And
I
then
probably was a guy he wasn't worried about.
and Tex Winter, yeah.
Steven Jackson said he probably wasn't a guy that Kobe was worried about. Steven Jackson, you're really good, but no, Kobe was not worried about you, bro.
I was too before I got on this team. What you mean?
It's crazy. And that's when I got with the Lakers, Tex would tell me, man, I would have to tell Kobe to get out of my room because we watching film. And Kobe was like, the first time he watched film with Tex, he thought he was just going to watch film with him. He's like, nah, man, we watched the whole game, jump ball all the way to the end.
Yeah.
And he said how much that helped him make the game slow down.
For
You know-
Kobe.
You know what I'm saying? And then you know too, man, when you got green light,
Lime green.
Shit
And-
different.
man, come on, man.
Donnie
And-
Nelson
and
gave me that.
And that's another thing that people don't be understanding with basketball, especially pro basketball, NBA basketball. Everybody doesn't have the green light to take shots like Kobe or Paul George or James Harden or Allen Iverson. Like people don't, Tracy McGrady, like everybody doesn't get that green light to do that. Literally 98% of the guys on the team, if they're taking those kind of shots, they're getting yanked out the game because one, we know you don't practice this, and two, we've seen the guy we allow do this work on this stuff. So we trust it. Yeah, I know it's crazy. Kobe shooting shots over 3 guys, it's nuts, but he worked on it.
you know, and that's the part like when we were Doug Collins. Doug Collins was like this. And people was like, man, MJ shoot a lot. No, MJ just had to make one shot. Anybody. You make one shot, Doug coming back to the same play.
That's old school
He
basketball.
coming back to the same play twice. So you got 2 times to score again. So MJ would get on them runs, but you could get on them runs too.
Yeah.
Just you got to make at least 2 to 3 in a row and just keep it moving.
Yeah.
Man, but now the way the game is played for me, I'm so glad I played when I played, man, because to me it was more cohesive. It was more, I'm going to say, formalized basketball from the standpoint that it was a position game, to where now it seems like, it's positionless. That
It
if
definitely
you
is
can handle,
positionless.
regardless to your size, you're going to have
NBA basketball is for sure
you look at
positionless.
Jokic and Luka,
You got
They
Jokic
rare.
pushing
Regardless
point
of your
guard.
size,
Yeah.
you can shoot. Favorite part about coaching Kobe?
Just to see how, like you were saying, how in your case, how he saw how to help you get off when you didn't have it in your hand. All right. And he told me, say, man, how check this out. If I can get everybody to play at their greatest, not Kobe great, but their own, ain't nobody gonna beat us. And to me, that was something that I never would see MJ do. You feel me? If you got better with MJ, you got better. It wasn't never gonna be like, man, brother, where Kobe would give you kudos if you getting better. That I didn't,
If you're
I
getting
didn't see
better.
that. I didn't feel that with MJ. I was around him, and I seen how many players went the other direction because of how he demoralized them with his bravado. You know what I'm saying? Where it was unnecessary. You didn't have to do that to that brother, because it's and that's the thing, is that it's a certain and different mentality and personality.
Kobe would do the same thing if he didn't respect your work ethic, though. You know what I'm saying? He's not expecting you to go work like him, but he's expecting you to put time into this, sacrifice for this. You have all the coaches and trainers and ball boys in the world to help you get better as a pro athlete. You should have nothing else as a priority other than your family, other than God, of course. But when it comes to this job, it is a job. Pro sports is a job. Kobe only respects those who are putting the work in on a daily basis.
That we deal with too. That some players are
Can handle it.
hardcore and can deal with it, but other players gonna back up and subside to it.
Facts, man. Facts, bro. Not everybody know how to take that criticism. It can get disrespectful when it's, when it's Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant talking to you, for sure, especially if it's about basketball, but that's just what come with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's right, but I'm for damn sure not saying it's wrong, because Mike's never lost a finals game in his life, whether it's Olympics, college, or pro sports, or NBA basketball. And Kobe won 5 rings. So, I mean, obviously, something worked.